Hello, my name is Sonia and today I'm going to show you some tips on working post stitches in crochet and specifically front post stitches. So I'm going to get started. I've already worked a row of double crochet to set up, and then I have a row of front post triple crochet, and then I worked a row of single crochet. So because this is in rows, I just find it easier to have a row of single crochet so you don't have to worry about, I don't like doing a lot of back post stitching. It's not my favorite. So if you have a row of single crochet, if you're working in rows, then you just don't work the single crochet and you work underneath, because these stitches are nice and tall, so you can do that easily. So I'm going to show you how to work a front post single crochet, or a front post triple crochet right around this first stitch. A lot of times they'll have just regular stitches on the end, and then you do your post stitches across. But I think it adds a little bit of interest to have post stitches on the ends too. So what I like to do is I just do a chain 1 and a turn. A lot of times you would chain 4 because it's the same height as a regular triple crochet, but I don't want to see that chain 4, so I do a chain 1, and then to do that I'm going to work my front post triple crochet. So I wrap my yarn around twice, and then I'm going to skip this single crochet and just work right around that guy and make my regular front post triple crochet. And I apologize if you hear some stomping around. I'm in my basement and everybody's home today, so hopefully you won't be able to hear all the walking around. Nobody can sit still. But there is the front post triple crochet right around that first stitch. So now I'm going to do some front post triple crochets. Sometimes patterns will call you're going to work behind or you're going to work in front, so that might be a little bit tricky or confusing for some people. So we're going to do some behind stitches first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip these two guys right here. So I'm going to wrap my yarn around twice. We're going to skip these two, and I'm going to work front post triple crochet around the next two, because when you're working behind or in front, it's usually with you if you're doing cables in post stitching, because you can't do cables really like knitting. I know how to do cables in knitting, but with crocheting it's a little bit different. So I've skipped these two guys and I'm stitched in these two guys. So now we have to go back and work in these two guys. So we're going to work behind. So what that means is you're going to wrap your yarn around twice, and we need to work behind these stitches right here and work in these guys. So it can get a little bit fiddly and a little bit tricky, but you can do it. And the nice thing with post stitches is, don't be afraid to move things around. It's really not going to mess up your work to get your hook where you need it to go. So I have my yarn wrapped, so I'm going to go behind, and then I'm going to hook right around that guy there. So I'm pushing these guys away to get my hook where it needs to be. And then I'm working my triple crochet, my post triple crochet. So I've worked around the one. I'm going to work around, then we have to do the next one. We don't want to skip him, so we're going behind those stitches, and grabbed it with my hook, and I'm going to finish making this stitch just like that. So now you can see they've crossed. So we'll just do a regular post triple crochet around this one and the next one, and then I'll show you about working front post triple crochet in the front, what that means. So we are going to wrap our yarn around twice. I'm going to skip these two guys, and I'm going to work in the next two to start it off. So there's my front post triple crochet around that one, and my front post triple crochet around my next stitch. And as you can see, I've skipped. I'm not working in the single crochets. They're just you don't even have to worry about those. Okay, so we've worked in those two stitches. Now we have to go back and work in the ones that we've skipped, and we're going to work in front. So front ones are really easy. So you wrap your yarn around twice, and you just go work them. You don't have to sneak your hook behind, and then you complete those 2 stitches. And it just depends how you want your cables to look, how you want the pattern to look, why you would either work in the front or work in behind. And then you've completed those 2 stitches. So you can see how it looks a little bit different. You've got it going this way for working behind, and then you have it going that way. And then you can continue across however the pattern, or however you want to. You can play around with this and just keep going across your row. So I hope that helps you guys out, and thank you for watching.